Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening and welcome to Rise Beyond Tutoring Group's Fanatic Fridays Read Aloud. My name is Shalia Russell. It is a beautiful, beautiful Friday evening, and thanks so much for joining. We love to read no matter what is going on, no matter what season, no matter what the weather. We are so glad that you've joined us tonight. Here at Rise Beyond, we love to read our problems away. Reading solves everything. Do you have a problem? Get lost in your books. You need help? Get lost in your books. Need inspiration, a vacation, need motivation? You can always find a book to help you. And reading takes you to a place that nothing and no one else can. So we want to welcome you tonight. Before we get started, go ahead and share and heart this, because the more we have, the merrier. And I want to know what you guys are doing on this beautiful Friday evening. We know that you're joining us, but how are you feeling? What's going on in your world? Just give us a thumbs up, a little heart, a hug, just to share something you are doing. So go get your snack. I have my snack, and your favorite blanket, and your loved ones, and come on in and join us. And also, don't forget to allow StreamYard to see or to permission to view your comments, because we're going to interact with you a little bit and ask you some questions after the story. We're going to have a discussion. So we want to wait for a few more viewers to come in, and I'm just so excited to read this book with you tonight. This book reminded me of how special all of us are. It's called A Boy Like You by Frank Murphy. And when I read this story for the first time, I was so excited because it just reminded me about how unique each of us are. A lot of us have a lot of different talents, right? Some of us can sing, we can draw, we can write, but most of all, we are brave, we are kind, and we are smart. So we are going to read about a book about a little boy who has all of these attributes, and to learn some new things that he may discover about himself. Let's go. A Boy Like You by Frank Murphy and illustrated by Kayla Warren. There are billions and billions and billions of people in the world, but you are the only you there is. And the world needs a boy like you. The world needs a boy to be kind and helpful, to be smart and strong. Maybe your strong is making sure everyone has a chance to play. Maybe your smart is knowing the precisely right, perfect pass to make. Oh boy, be you, the you that makes you feel most alive. Play hard but fair. Be a great teammate. Say, nice goal and good try. Don't say, you throw like a girl, ever. And remember, there's so much more than sports. There are vegetable gardens to grow and flowers to give. There are cakes to bake and to eat too. There are instruments to play and songs to sing. There are science experiments to do and math problems to solve. There are stories to read and stories to write. Oh boy, be curious. Take a risk and raise your hand. Smart kids ask questions, so ask a lot of them. The more you know, the less you'll fear. Here's a secret that not many people know. Fear and bravery are partners. You can't be brave without first being afraid. If you're not ready to be brave, ask for help. This shows you're smart. Sometimes you may feel like crying. Cry. This shows you're strong. One day you'll be a man, and men cry too. Oh boy, dream big. You are unique, and your dreams are yours to dream. It's okay not to know exactly what to do or what to be or what you'll become. But whatever you become a good one. And remember this about dreams. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. So work hard for what you want. In this world, you will meet all kinds of people, and all of them are different. Ask people to tell you their stories. Then listen. Listen hard. Stories connect all of us. They're part of what makes us who we are. Don't forget to tell your own story too. As you travel, and come and go. Hug your family and high five your friends. High five your family and hug your friends. Walk with your head up. You'll want to see where you're going. Smile at people and say hello. Hello, people. Leave every place you visit better than you found it, and leave every person better than you found them. Say please, say thank you, say I love you. And if that's not exactly right, simply say, I like you. And maybe most importantly, say, how can I help? Helping each other is the best way to make our world stronger. Oh boy, be thoughtful. Eat lunch with the new kid. Hold the door open for the person behind you. Do the right thing, even when no one is looking. And most of all, be you. You'll discover that the best you is the you that is all you. Not a little you and a little someone else. You're an original, and that's a wonderful thing. And always remember, the world needs a boy, a smart boy, a brave boy, a kind boy. Oh boy, a boy like you. That is the end of our story, and I hope that you enjoyed our story just as much as I did. I love reading about all the ways that are unique to us, and it's not just the little boy, little girls too, grown adults, grown women, and grown men can also learn about all of the things that this little boy has learned to do on his own. So thank you so much for joining us. And I have a question for you. Let's discuss what we just read. Can you list or name something in the comments something that you may have done that was unique to just for you? You may be a musician, you may be a hairstylist, you may have some great talent that you want to share. How did you go about extending those to someone else and showing that you are unique and you are you? You are brave, you are kind, and you are smart, just like the little boy that we just read. I'll tell you about a story that I have. One day, I was coming out of my apartment building and I saw an older woman and she had some groceries in her hand and I saw that she was struggling. So I asked her if she needed some help and I helped her all the way to the 7th floor. Luckily, we have an elevator, but it was so nice for her to tell me how many years she's lived in our building. She's lived here for 40 years. And I think that's an interesting fact about someone that I don't know. It just was so nice to get to know her. So thank you so much for joining our Fanatic Read-ALoud this beautiful Friday evening. Come back and join us next Friday at 7 p.m. Thank you. Have a great night, guys. Have an exciting weekend.